undefeated in conference play, and whoever comes out victorious today can separate and make some noise. It is going to be challenging because it is a hostile environment, so he said we've got to be sharp, communicate, and be at our best in the line of scrimmage, establish the tone with physicality, and throw that first knockout punch. Guys?
Howie, thank you. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense in a bunch formation. Quick give. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. Fires quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. Turns into the pile. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
Corrals it at the 45. He's going to get loose. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, it's Scott. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So obviously to do it on this stage will go a long way to determining whether this team gets in the playoff.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Firing to the right, complete. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And those plays are never going to be on the highlight tapes. But, man, you love a QB that on 3rd down can understand spacing, can understand how to check the football down, let their running back do the rest, get the first down, move the sticks, so then you can make the big play later on in this drive. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Throws to the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, as a quarterback, you know, if you put the ball anywhere near this guy, anywhere in his vicinity with his catch radius and his athleticism, he's going to be able to snag it. They weren't able to hit him in stride, but he bails his quarterback out with an awesome diving catch.
And the Seminoles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. It's the conference finale today. Win this, win extra football ahead. It's taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, that looking ahead, always point to the future, like they need to win today. Like their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The #1 goal was to win the conference, and they have a chance to guarantee themselves a spot in that game with a win today.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Quarterback changing the play. To the air, it's Applewhite. He lobs one high down the left side. Wideout trying to get it in. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our bet.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Drops back on 1st down. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Hits inside. It's Scott. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking downfield, it's Bailey. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Making the adjustment on the play. Selling the fake. Rushes on. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, he gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Flip it out to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
I like the play call offensively. I know they lost yards on that one, but you want to try to get this running back the ball in different ways, right? Handing it off, getting him out in the route tree, trying to sneak in some screen passes too.
The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Running inside, it's Croma. At the 40, there he goes. All kinds of room to the right. At the 20. Touchdown, Noles. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish. A 70-yard run to the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. And that one's incomplete. Second and long here. The run inside. It's Scott. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dome. To the air, it's Bailey. Out wide right, it's Scott. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Deep to shallow. That's why I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. On that battle.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And he is stopped short, well short of the marker as the defense stands tall.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive, you want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught on the RPO. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Long way to go on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Chroma. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Just barely got rid of it.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He's changing the play. Snapped on 4th down. Looking down the middle. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Straight ahead, it's Croma. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Florida State! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quick give. It's Scott. Across the 25. He's got room. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Fires to the middle. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. First down for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Scott. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
It's caught. Hauled down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Bailey. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
But I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And now let's see what they come up with on third down after that incompletion. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Hunt is on its way. Oh, right through his fingers. He muffed it. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. They'll run the screen. Turning it on! Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Noles in the hurry-up. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Quick strike through the air for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Snap coming before halftime. On the move, it's Scott. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with TCU taking on the Utah Utes.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
And it's the Horned Frogs who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today.
NC State heads out gearing up to go on the attack. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Unloads to the wideout. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Making the adjustment. Second down, going to throw it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
And the Noles peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. To the air, it's Applewhite. Right side, it's Croma. Ramsey with the stiff arm. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Right down the middle. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. In the red area, it's Chroma. Touchdown, Seminoles! And the beatdown has ensued.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the grab, down immediately, he picks up a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Out wide left, it's Lopez. Breaks into the open. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Changing the routes with his receiver. He'll take it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Noles!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, it's Scott. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're all over him. Working that left side now. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. We're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
It's dropped after taking the hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. There's not anywhere near good ball placement.
Oof, that boy's got you holding your breath every time he runs the football. So elusive, so fast. He scrambles around, buys time, throws an incompletion, but every incompletion even looks good because he's so exciting to watch.
They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fumble.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on 4th down. And how about this defense keeping everything in front and making the short tackle to turn it over on downs? They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Looking for room. It's Chroma. Stopped right there. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. To give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
To the back. Sees an alley. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Oh, the attempt is no good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hits inside, it's Scott. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
I've been impressed with this defense today, guys. Like, just really good job of being physical. And you've seen it show up on the defensive line, with linebackers, with safeties. Everybody doing a great job filling gaps, understanding discipline, and being where they're supposed to be. Really strangled this running game for this O.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Escapes the pressure to his right. drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter, with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. Third and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. On his way back from the 20. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. There he goes. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Running inside. It's Scott. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Left side, it's Jackson. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, it looked like he was going to get the first down there. You're the quarterback, you're the coach, you're thinking, all right, fresh set of downs. Offensive coordinator's already looking at his play sheet, getting ready to dial up the next play, but not so fast, David. Defense comes away with a massive takeaway.
Huge takeaway, and think about it. You're trying as hard as you can to get him down, stop him on this 4th down, get the ball back. He gets the first down. It's a little bit demoralizing, but because you're running to the football, you get a hand on it, you get the football out. Now you get, it's like stopping him on 4th down anyways, because you got the ball and you're getting it back to your offense.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it in his belly. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
The run inside. It's Croma. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4.